What is going on, guys? I am Samuel and welcome back to Louisiana. So today I'm going to be doing something that I don't normally do on my YouTube channel. I really like filming product videos. I don't know if you've seen these, but it's like cinematic B-roll shots of a small product, like 10, 15 seconds, but it makes something pretty ordinary look really cool. And today I've stolen from tea from my mom, this nice little round container. It has these little round tea bags, and I'm going to be filming a product video trying to make them look cool. See if I can do it. Now, I'm not at all a professional at doing these. I just have a lot of fun coming up with interesting shots and seeing how I can film B-roll. And obviously, I don't know if you guys have seen, Daniel Schiffer videos are the best at this, making cinematic B-roll shots of just a pretty ordinary product and making just incredible looking short films that just showcase what the product is capable of. So I'm gonna try to do that and use these tea bags and tell a quick little story of making tea and making it look cool along the way. My plan is to film this entire video right in this little space here. I have this nice wooden table and then I have my teapot in the background, and I think that's kind of gonna set the stage for everything. I've been thinking about the shots that I want, and I think I need like close-up shot to kind of explain what this tea is doing here. And then I had this idea for like a little slow-mo shot of like the tea can falling over and then all the tea bag exploding out. That's gonna be the grail shot if I can get that.
And then we'll go on and have some more basic shots of putting the tea in the mug and boiling the water and finishing up.
That is my plan, so let's get started. Yeehaw! So I've got my first shot set up and you can see how it looks in the camera. I want some really fast-paced action to kind of set off the video. So it's gonna start with setting down the product just to kind of show the tea can. One thing that I really think kind of helps bring to life to these little product demonstrations, having a nice little setup kind of goes along and helps tell the story. So I have some teacups and some tea bags kind of set on the table here, and it doesn't really look like much here, but in the shot, it kind of helps give a little depth and a little texture to the framing. So I filmed a few different takes with picking up the can, dropping the can, and now it's time for what I'm kind of thinking is going to be my main shot. I want this can to fall open and have some tea bags falling out. I'm going to film in slow motion, and I noticed if I knock it hard enough, I can actually get the tea bags to fly out. It might take a couple tries, but I think I can nail it. Oh, that might have been the shot. So good news, it only took 5 tries and I actually got the shot I wanted of the can coming straight down towards the camera and then being able to see some of the tea bags spilling out. But I want a little bit more of a side-on shot of the same thing, and I might use them both. I might just pick which one I want to use in post. So now it's time to continue with the video, and I think the next shot is going to be a little tracking shot of setting the teapot on the stove. And I want to have some camera movement in this video, but since I'm doing this alone, I'm just going to do that all in post. Once I get my tracking shot of setting the teapot on the stove, I want to have a little zoom in on turning the dial, and I think that's going to be the perfect spot for some cool sound effects as I turn up the heat on the stove. So I've gotten my shot of putting the teapot on the stove, and if you notice, some of these takes I'm actually doing in reverse, and I'll just reverse the video in post. It's gonna be a little bit easier for me to get the movement looking nice. But this next shot of actually turning the heat up on the stove and cranking that dial, I want some camera movement, and I think I'm actually gonna try to film with my left hand. So at the risk of this being in every other basic video, I want to take a tea bag and toss it over the camera and then into the teapot. And I'll film in a slow motion so I can speed ramp and you can actually see like the tea bag flying and plopping in. So I somehow got my toss of the tea bag into the teapot on the second try, and I'm just gonna get a little pour of water into the teapot. I'm gonna film one looking up, and then I want to film another shot looking down into the teapot. And then I think we'll be ready to stitch this video together. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and maybe you had a little look into how I can actually film some pretty cool shots with a very simple setup. I hope you get inspired to go film some of your own, and if you do, please comment down below and let me know how they turned out. And with that, I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye.